so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket, don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Ready. Blue ready. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. We're in 52. Let's go. 52. Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert. Here we go. Hey. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Winston now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Check. Ready. Blue ready. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Flip it, flip it, flip it. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go. 5 on the 50.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. White. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check.
First down, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Ready.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Flip it.
Now Winston. He's got Evans. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Ready, black 22. Let's get the ball. White. Follow. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Winston steps away to his left. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Check 93's the mic. Green, everything. That's trash. Check 15. Check. Let's go.
To throw again on second down. Winston. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Letting one go deep, and Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready. 45, Mike, 45. Come on, dude.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Got it. General West.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. And Latimer's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Cody Latimer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A first down throw for Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready up. 80 weapons. Ready.
Now Jones on 3rd down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Ellington now to return it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kick into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready. 60 yards. I'm here all day.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, Jones. He gets it complete to Latimer. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at their 48-yard line.
Down, 50, plant. Topper.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff to Barkley, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
It's caught, Shepard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
He's checking. Crash. Watch the eye.
Here's Ellington. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready? Black 25 behind. 65.
On 3rd down, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Winston now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashawn Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 2nd down and 10.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Jones, the final shot before break. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Down. 30 base.
Jones now. Throwing on 1st down. And this is Latimer, complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
He's going, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Open man right side is Ingram. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Winston now, and that's complete. It's Allington. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ready. Move ready.
Here's Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Flip it. 22, jet cover. 22, jet cover. Ball trot. Let's go. Just time to play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Allington. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. 525. Be a long day for you. Strong right. Follow.
To throw, Winston. Caught. It's Allington. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 50. Hustle. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Hey, switch gears.
And the blitz does come. He's got Evans. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Throwing, Winston. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Jameis to throw it. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashawn Perriman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Take 3. 218. Chop. 5.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 78 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for him. He's got a man, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 75 yards. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Sit.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Two-jet bomber.
Throwing, Jones. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now Winston, flushed out right, and incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
52 is the mic.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Jones operating from the gun. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, let him give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. He's going to fire this thing deep right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a gain of 34.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives him the lead.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to lay one up deep. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Watch the pass. Flip. And watch your leg.
Now Winston on fourth down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Winston. And this will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Winston to throw for it on fourth. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. And what a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, we are.
On the run, it's Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
It certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the